The Enter Daily Transactions procedure is used to post or enter transactions into the Budget Expense Transaction file. Transactions come from many different sources including invoices, petty cash disbursements, or miscellaneous adjustments. From the Budgets and Expenses Browse table, click on the Procedures toolbar menu, then choose Enter Daily Transactions. The Enter Daily Transactions screen first appears with the date field preset to today's date, and Transaction Source field initially displays the description of the transaction source code 0. Before entering transactions, select your preference for the Hold Transaction screen option. If you select the Hold option, all information except for the dollar amount of the transaction will remain on screen for your next entry. Enter the account number or description to be charged for this transaction. If the account number or description is not known, position the cursor to the account number field and click on the Look Up tool. Or type the first few numbers or letters of the account number or description of the expense account to be charged and a drop-down list will appear. Click on a valid Type 2 or Type 2S transaction account and the account number and description will be displayed. Select a transaction source by clicking on the down arrow. Enter a description of this transaction by either clicking on the down arrow and selecting a vendor from the vendor file, or by typing a description. You can change the transaction date if you want, and then enter the amount of this transaction. A purchase order number or check number can be entered in the reference field. You may enter an optional invoice number for this transaction. Click on Accept when this transaction is complete. Transactions entered during the current session can be corrected before exiting. In the bottom left corner of the screen, you will see a transaction edit list with transaction entries that have already been accepted. Click on the transaction to be changed and click on the Edit tool. The transaction will be displayed on screen and the amount will be backed out of the total transactions entered. Make any necessary changes and click on Accept. You will notice the word Deleted appears in place of the incorrect transaction. The new transaction is added to the bottom of the transaction edit list, and the total transactions entered amount is adjusted. To delete a transaction from the transaction edit list, click on the transaction to be deleted and click on the Delete tool. The Delete confirmation window will appear asking for confirmation for the delete request. For more detailed information about adding, editing, or deleting daily transactions, please refer to the TRIMS reference manual.